Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Jonathan Fibonojji, Main Street, Durango, baby. Doing a little bit differently. Normally I'm just behind the camera, showing you my pictures. But every once in a while you run into a musician. You know, I've always said there's musicians and there are rock stars. And Durango has some amazing musicians. Of course, they get pretty good photographers. Jonathan Fibonojji, Main Street photographer. You're like, how do I do it? I don't know, a little bit of Jesus. You know what? Sometimes I even impress myself. You're like, all right, Jonathan Fibonojji, show us how wonderful of a photographer you really are. I'm like, well, I will, thank you. There's your little Beatles moment. Downtown Durango, Colorado. Remember, you can always email me, americano417@gmail.com. You can make tons of fucking music. Or, in fact, if you're in Durango, at El Rancho, Leah's playing again. Remember I showed you her? Her tone is amazing. She's there with her boyfriend. I know, I feel the same way. She's gorgeous. Leah is my least favorite name, but she is gorgeous, and I'll show you Leah in just a second. So there you go. Jonathan Fibonojji, Durango, Colorado. Picture time. Remember any of my prints. There you go. You know what, let me just cut to the chase and show you some gorgeous, here you go. Smile, it could be worse. And then, you know, if you're ever in Durango visiting, they're from Switzerland. I said hello, I was trying to talk to them. They're like, Jonathan Fibonojji, we're Swiss and you're English. And I said, yes, but you're amazing. I just took a Beatles picture. They're like, we're Swiss, we don't get the Beatles. And he's like, ha. Jonathan Fibonojji. Dan Bazarian, Durango, has lost a little bit of weight. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Holy shit. How do I do it? I don't know. Don't they look like a band? She's gorgeous. I think it's Alexis Jasmine. She's like, Jonathan Fibonojji, you are amazing. She's just, I mean, holy shit. Like, how do I do it? I don't know. Jonathan Fibonojji. You're like, how do I email you? Americano417@gmail.com. Like me to promote your business, your hotel. You know, I had a job at Palmer Hotel for 3 fucking days. And 40% of their traffic at the Palmer Hotel is international. They don't even know it because it's not a really well-run hotel. I was the houseman for 3 days. They fucking stole my shit, didn't want to pay me. But they're still a wonderful hotel. So if you have a hotel you would like me to promote, I mean, just gorgeous. Like, I mean, I think she's like 21. Just holy shit. I mean, there are times. Speaking of hotels, look at this. See, they didn't want me to take there you go, Rochester Hotel. You know, one thing about Rochester, this guy that runs that place, he needs to pay me $18.21 per to promote his business. You know, my YouTube channel is getting we're almost approaching 70,000 views, which is kind of a big deal. It takes forever to grow it. But you know what? Over the last 2 years, I've told my sad story, talked about Jesus, promoting business. Because I used to be a business. Then bullshit. And then I've had to find my heart and like, all right, Jonathan Fibonojji, shut the fuck up about sentimental stuff. And then she hit me, this girl, and then I was like, well, if you need a boyfriend, you can just email me at americano417@gmail.com. You can drop me some PayPal. She's like, all right, no more PayPal. Gorgeous, just gorgeous. I mean, just Jack Dempsey. If you'd like me to take your family's picture, your picture, and buy one of my prints. If I photograph you, it's $48 a print. Of course, you know, she's so gorgeous, I might want to get a modeling contract. I've been photographing a few women out here that are just gorgeous. Of course, Jack Dempsey's helping me out in 1919. You're like, okay. And then I'm getting some hate from the Ravens, man. And this guy here, I think he's listening to, he's messing up my podcast, whatever this is. Jonathan Fibonojji is promoting his music, his photography. And then I think he's listening to Wham or Depeche Mode or something. I don't know. He's messing my fucking podcast up. He's like, and then this guy's like how I feel right now. Like, I don't want Bon Jovi. Of course, I would open for him if they want me to be a comic. John Bon Jovi, John Jovi, there you go. And then, of course, we're going to end up where we began, street musicians. Remember, got to support your local artist. And Bill is a musician. I mean, come on, tell me. I mean, remember, if I photograph you and you would like me, like to buy one of my prints, $48 if I photograph you. But or maybe you just like these people. Maybe you're from Manhattan. You know, my channel's growing in New York, Texas. Oh shit. Holy man, that's how I feel about Texas. Fuck Texas. Remember Texas 2503, Hala Shakala. I'm making Bill, Music Man, laugh. Hopefully you like this channel. You drive by with your fucking Ford, just keep them going. And then this person. You guys have a good night. As compassion is. Just a minute, we're going to go back to Bill. And, you know, if you ever need a good musician to play like a wedding, or maybe you're having an event, you know, pay this guy a $100 cover. Let him keep the, you know, we got to support local business. And sometimes the artists like John Fibonojji's, we're singing for our supper. Sometimes literally. Remember, I love this city, but man, shit, I'm going to court for traffic tickets and parking tickets. I got $1,000 in parking tickets. You might want to GoFundMe. You might want to buy that. Look at this, I mean, just gorgeous. This guy's Jack Dempsey here. I'm talking about my problems with Durango Police Department, and they've got $1,000 in parking tickets and then trespassing. How do you trespass at the library? Holy shit. I'm going to go in there, I'm going to be a pro se litigant, maybe tell some jokes. I love this city. But I just hate the cops, man. The cops are bitches. They're hating. Look at that, a beautiful 2757. These are some of my favorite Durango pictures right here. Hey, thank you for taking this journey with me. If you'd like me to photograph you, bulls, some natives, oh man, beautiful, Navajo. In fact, I was recently eating that manna, that gorgeous Captain Jordan. Jordan, I love you. That's my son's name. Got a beautiful son named Jordan, and then K-Buggy. Think about them all the time. I'm going to tell that jury about the red snapper lady. They're not going to remember that either. Texas 2503 and federally protected statuses. And Jesus is my rock. I don't give a fuck. And then the best bookstore. And then this rich guy lost his fucking wedding, so you know what we do for rich people? We give them jury trials. But John Fibonojji's, we make them do their own voir dires and shit. See, even I can go negative. Gonna tell some jokes. Maybe I should run a crane. Main Street, John Fibonojji, Americana 417 at gmail.com. Man, holla. And if you ever are walking Durango, you want to buy some shoes, we are at Main and 9th Street. My favorite is 8th. I would take your picture, but I'm completely full. But you look beautiful. Ready? Boom, look at that. John Fibonojji, you know who that is? John Fibonojji, email me, Americana417 at gmail.com. Support Brown Shoes. Maybe I should work there for 3 days. All right, Bill. Hey, Bill, how do they get a hold of you? How do they get a hold of you if they want to book you? You guys be good. Email me, Americana417 at gmail.com. Jonathan Fibonojji, Durango, Colorado.